to find our way. Lead the way, dear. Inside, dear. To Khan, too. Our captains can hold the dock.
To the door! The Ascendant Order is breaking in!
It's just us, Valencia. Stand down.
Oh, Lady Arabelle, the Order is attacking the castle.
Yes, dear, we saw. But I wanted to get the Alliance another relic of defending the... We need to protect the Alliance leaders. Where are they?
Scattered, I'm afraid. Queen Irene was with us, but there was a great rumble and screams from below. She ran to help.
Go, my dear. Make sure Queen Irene gets to Memorial Hall. Jakan, help me sort things out here. We must hold the castle.
Friend, these beasts and the Order's Druid allies threaten everyone in the castle. They must not get by us. This should not hold the light as long as you hold it. The Ascendant Order will tear this place down to get to us. We're sitting ducks in Ascendant Order. As glorious... Those stairs lead up to the battlements and Ernskar. I'll clear a path to the wall.
These Ascendant Order rats just keep climbing up. Help me dispatch them. That next ship reaches the dock will be overrun. We have to do something. I don't know how you... I don't know how you got... Not while we're all at stairs. Good. He went down to the courtyard. The door at the south end leads down to the dock. Keep them from scaling the walls, and I'll put this siege weapon to good use.
Druids are feeding the storm. Disrupt their ritual, friend! That's better. Now it's a fair fight. Victory is ours, friend. But we shouldn't linger too long. We need a solid plan. Well fought. Ah, yes. Then we should make use of...
More enemies approach.
quickly.
Use
Into
your
the hall.
medallion. It's the only way past the wards. As much as this galls us, this is the prudent course. The Ascendant Order can't breach.
You think yourselves safe? I will bring this castle down on top of you.
To arms.
Hiding in your hole. This shall be your tomb.
We can't stay here. He's trying to topple the castle.
I've just about had it with this Ascendant Magus. To the courtyard. Friend, join me.
So-called leaders of the Veiled Alliance. Prepare to fall to the Ascendant Order! I am Count Demard. I am the Ascendant Magus. You are formidable, but let's see how you handle this.
Hold on, friend. I've got something for that beast. All right, it's loading. Only one target, and I'll make it count.
Time to end this. I call upon the strength of the
He's
mountain.
conjuring something big. Good. Now, release the enemy back at him.
But the Ascendant Lord will still triumph.
The Magus falls and his minions scatter. Cowards!
We cut down the Magus, but the Lord is still out there somewhere.
The Magus has fallen. We will deliver the same fate to his lord.
Our friend here made this victory possible.
Indeed. They got us to work together. Amazing. Now let's go find Lady Arabelle.
We will face this.
Well struck.
I'm proud to fight at you.
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I admit I feared all was lost, as more of those rogue knights pressed onto shore. Then the castle's siege weapons unloaded on their ships, and the dark storm suddenly abated. Tell me, what actually happened in Memorial? I knew you were special the moment I saw you, my dear. The Ascendant Magus... Nothing about this peace conference has gone as planned. but the Ascendant Order might have given us something we didn't have. Lord Bacaro needs to hear about our victory at All Flags. He can stop mustering a counterforce, at least for now. Thanks to you, Count Damar's plan to decapitate the alliances has failed. The leaders are safe, and I suspect Count Damar's defeat cost the Ascendant Order most of their strength. It will take time for them to recover, which gives up. Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news. While the conference site is repaired, I'll secure them in Gonfalon Bay. The captains in Koska can watch over the Royals and Valencia, and we'll have time to send for a new Fighters Guild delegate. I'm surprised this turned out as well as it did. That's a difficult question. I knew we had to try. Actually, I'm a bit embarrassed. Lord Bacaro trusted me to protect the conference, and I let him down. The Ascendant Order was one step ahead of me all along. I've never failed like this before. I didn't notice how powerful the Ascendant Order had become, and I should have sniffed out Count Damar's treachery. The clues were there. Wealth, grievances, arcane skill. Thanks to you, we salvaged the situation. And I can learn from my mistakes. Like Prince Ernskar, I had Captain Suzo commandeer a siege engine. That sent a few of their ships to the bottom. Then when the shaking stopped and the storm clouds parted, the remaining vessels fled. After you defeated the Magus, I suppose. No, but I'm not surprised. He and the Steadfast don't have a standing army. I imagine he's still at his manor sending missives across High Isle in an attempt to recruit knights willing to aid us. Go tell him he can stop. The threat is over for now.
Surely we're done now. I could use a drink and a meal.
It must have been tough getting captured by convicts on Amanos.
Good point, Iran. But do remember, he's only a prince.
Raise a hand if you care what the High King thinks.
Thank you, Saji.
Zaji cares. Can we go home now?
Wrong royal, Zaji. We're with the Queen, remember? Now where did we leave that scow we stole? What? Did no one tie up the ship before we ran into battle? High King Emmerich looks no worse for wear. In fact, he seems rather happy. You're doing, my friend? Know that you impressed me throughout this long ordeal, and it was good to fight alongside my fellow captains instead of against them. Very good.
We all fought well today against unfathomable odds. The enemies of peace have retreated back into the shadows, thanks to our efforts. And thanks to you.
Well, that turned out better than I expected. I'm glad it's over. It is over, right?
The Alliance leaders are safe, and the remainder of the Ascendant Order's forces are in retreat. Your work, I assume? Thanks to you, the rulers of Tamriel are alive, and there is still hope for peace.
Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry.
What now, I wonder? Do Irene, Ernskar, and I remain here? Do we leave to resume our royal duties? If I get a choice, I'd rather avoid returning to that torture device they call my throne for as long as reasonably possible. I'm not quite certain. Lord Bacaro's plans are in disarray. We were stranded on Amanos and assaulted in his supposedly secure facility. Makes one wonder if all this talk of peace is actually worth the effort. Ending a war is a complicated business. If the others agree to remain, I don't see how I can get out of it. If nothing else, this little adventure has proven that we can work together when the need arises. And it was a memorable battle. Truly.
My father won't believe half of what I tell him happened here. Sure as bones. I hardly believe it myself. I say enough fighting and talking for today. We should celebrate our victory. Next? What makes you think I know? My father's instructions didn't cover anything like this. I'm just happy to still be alive and not dead on the battlements or roasting in the belly of a lava beast. We just escaped death, and you're asking me about politics? I suppose I should get used to it, but not without a great deal of mead. I think I understand why the Skull King drinks so much now. If the other...
Despite everything that happened, we're alive and well. Perhaps Lord Bacaro's dream of peace isn't dead after all. I came here to be polite, but now, who knows? Await word from Lord Bacaro, I imagine. I came all this way and endured much. It would be a shame to just walk away now. I must send word back to my court. For now, provided Emmerich and Euron's cub agreed to remain. We were able to put aside our differences and deal with the Ascendant Magus. Perhaps that indicates a measure of hope for peace, after all.
Oh, bother! Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
What's on the docket today?
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the
Milady's
Ascendant
gotten
Order's
herself into
retreat?
terrible trouble. Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Order's retreat?
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
Ah, Lady Arabelle's associate. What news do you bring me? I've been sending messengers throughout the countryside, but so far I've only managed to gather a handful of knights. I was about to send them the order to head out when I saw you approaching. Does this mean you have... That's excellent news! My congratulations to you and Lady Arabelle. I'll still send the knights, but now their orders will be to shore up the castle's defenses, not rush into a war. But pray tell, where are the delegates now? Of course, All Flag's castle must be half in ruins after what I can only imagine was a fierce and costly battle. I'll get with Lady Arabelle, and we'll thank the delegates for their patience. I do believe another celebration is in order, though. Don't be modest, friend. From what I already know of your exploits, I can only imagine the heroics you demonstrated at All Flag's castle. Inform Lady... How often does someone get to save 3 realms in the same day? Your actions are an inspiration. I wonder, though, did they now? I can't wait to hear the entire story. I am surprised they didn't make use of the wards protecting Memorial Hall, though. We prepared the site to keep the delegates safe throughout the... Yes, I saw his power firsthand at Castle Navir. And Valencia explained that he somehow drew power from the volcanic vents. De Mar de Fort! Astonishing! I was certain the Magus was going to turn out to be one of the Monards. Tell me, what of this mysterious Ascendant Lord you encountered beneath Castle Navir? Did you learn anything about him? Cowards like that let others do the fighting for them. I imagine he's in hiding, fearing exposure and seeking a way to rebuild his forces. I suspect the Lord will remain in the shadows for now. Stay vigilant. Inform me if you learn anything more.
Can you imagine a more beautiful place to serve, Dur?
You there! Can we speak for a moment?
Off we go! Welcome, my dear. What news do you bring from Steadfast Manor? Were you able to meet with Lord Baccaro, dear? What did he say when you told him about our victory? An excellent idea. Lord Baccaro knows it's vital to bring the delegates back to the table. After recent events, their faith in diplomacy might well be suspect. But a party, that's something they can all agree on. Can I impose on you again, dear? Tell the delegates Lord Baccaro dearly hopes they can attend a gathering at Gonfalon Palace. If anyone hesitates, use your charms to convince them to join us. Meanwhile, I'll throw something together. Meet me at Gonfalon Palace when you're done. Royals, no concern for their own safety. They each went off in search of a diversion. High King Emmerich to the temple, Queen Irene to stroll the harbor, and Prince Ernskar to the inn. I asked the Sisters' Guard to keep an eye on them, discreetly. Leave that to me, dear. I'll send Jakan to round up our 3 brave captains and put them to work. It'll be all hands on deck, as it were, but I think we can manage. You just make sure the Alliance leaders attend the party. These royals are a stubborn lot, or hadn't you noticed? I can never predict what they will do from one moment to the next. Remind them these peace talks are imperative. If that doesn't work, tell them the other 2 accepted your invitation. Sometimes a few untruths are required to grease the wheels of diplomacy. The royals will see right through the ruse, of course, but they'll play along. All they need is a reason to believe that this isn't a waste of their time.
Forgive me if I was distracted. I'm given to...
money glitch fully before you make up your mind if you want to do it or not do it. Now, first of all, you guys will need an auto shop to actually perform this glitch. I recommend buying the cheapest one. I mean, if you do, I recommend you understand the money glitch fully before you make up your mind if you want to do it or not do it. Now, first of all, you guys will need an auto shop to actually perform this glitch. I recommend buying the cheapest one. I mean, if you do have to sell everything in your GTA 5 online account just to buy the auto shop, I'd recommend you do so because you will be making that money back and a lot more money on top of that very quickly. Now, once you guys do have an auto shop inside of your garage, make sure you guys do have one card that you guys want to dupe. So using this glitch, we're going to be duping a card that you already own, sell the duplicated copy, and make yourself the money. I know it sounds super cool, but trust me, it is really easy to do so. Now, the car I will be duping will be this LG Retro Custom. If you do want to dupe another one, that's completely okay. Just make sure you do dupe a lowrider or an Arena War DLC car. If you do decide to dupe a supercar, you will not be able to sell the dupe copy. Keep that in mind. And the second thing you guys have to do is make sure you guys have one car that you do not mind losing placed in any of your garages. It could be just in an apartment garage. It doesn't really matter. Now, the best car to use for this would be the free car Elegy. If you do not know where to buy it from, just go to Legendary Motorsports, go to buy price, and it'll be the first one because the car is literally free. Just go ahead and place it inside of any of your garages. I just placed in one of them. Doesn't really matter. And once you have these two things, now you're ready to begin with the glitch. By the way, you guys will need a friend that is willing to help you out with the glitch. I just want to say, if you guys do not have a friend that's willing to help you out, I recommend joining my Discord server. The link will be in the description. The server has like 40,000 members, so you will be able to find someone that is willing to help you out if you help them out in return. Trust me, it is really easy.
Here.
I think Mount Fire.
In addition to being great builder, it's also an interesting family structure. One mom and another kid. In closing, ants are truly awesome, although most of the time, misunderstood. You can fool your teachers, but you can't fool me. We know what we're at. We're all grandmas.
They are 2 inches. Your video? 2 inches at least. They're fake. You know.
They are not. They're real.
Can't be. Because if those ants were real, we wouldn't be around for long.
Stepping in from the weather.
I hope to be on the prow, standing tall, spitting in the face of life's final call. So raise a toast with a mug in your hand to those we lost and ones waiting on land. Our bodies may be consigned to the foamy depths, but it's better than hearing our beloved sad breaths. We set sail without knowing what's in store, so we sing and we drink and we chance to explore, for when life's over and work's at end, I'm pleased to call these sailors my friends.
Sailors, leave nothing but salt and sleep in their wake. Can't take those stairs like I used to. Maybe I could work in the kitchen instead.
Whether you're chasing...
Can't take those stairs like I used to. Maybe I can work in the kitchen instead.
Gather round, lads and lasses, listen far and wide. For across the aisles and for a while we've had a source of pride. Noble art and knightly order.